Welcome to the webinar, where you will learn how to quit your job as a programmer and earn money from your own application. I will explain why this path is currently the best. You will learn what SaaS applications are, examples of SaaS applications that make huge profits, how to find a good idea for your own application, how to attract customers to you, and most importantly, how to earn over $3,000 with your own SaaS application. One important thing to start with, if you have any questions related to today's topics or if something is unclear, please write everything down on a piece of paper or in a notebook and feel free to email me. I will gladly answer any of your questions. My email address is visible under the recording. I will be available today until midnight via email and will try to respond to all questions. If I can't answer any question today, I will definitely respond by tomorrow at the latest. I think we can get started. Sit back comfortably, watch the entire material from start to finish, and I invite you to my presentation now. For those who will stay with me until the end, I have prepared a few bonuses. The first is a PDF document in which you will find 50 examples of SaaS applications that make huge profits, along with a brief description of each application. The second bonus is a surprise, but I guarantee it will be worth the wait. You will learn about it at the end of this webinar, and it will be a pleasant surprise for you. The plan for this training is that for the next approximately 50 minutes, we will discuss all the topics on the agenda. I will talk about how to quit your job as a programmer and earn money with your own application, and then for those who want something more, I will offer something special from me. That's enough of the introduction. We can now get started. First, a few words about myself for those who do not know me yet. My name is Kazimierz Spin, and for over 10 years I was a C# programmer. Programming has always been my greatest passion, but I never enjoyed working a regular job. Daily availability from 8 to 4, simple boring tasks to complete, monotonous work, lack of challenges, unsatisfactory earnings, hourly billing, and no prospects for significant income. I realized it wasn't for me. I decided to do something about it. A great idea for my own application came to me. I thought it was a good way to finally quit my job, go independent, and start earning big money, to have passive income. I dedicated about a year of after-hours work to developing the application. Unfortunately, it was a flop. Although I found a few clients, I still had to shut down the project. However, I learned a lot during that time. Learning from my experiences, I created another application with a different approach. This time, I built an MVP and found a few clients early on. Yet, I also made some mistakes here. It was only with the third application that I hit the jackpot. I created the Create Your Online Store application, which guaranteed me a steady income. Thanks to this, I could quit my programming job and focus solely on its development. The next application was about repeating this process and confirming that it works and that the previous application was not a fluke. I decided to help people like me, and I am currently sharing my knowledge at a SaaS application school. Let's start with the definition of SaaS. SaaS, or Software as a Service, translates loosely to Software as a Service, meaning in our case that the application is the product and we sell customers access to our product. We typically publish our application in the cloud, and the customer does not need to purchase any resources, domains, servers, licenses, or anything at all. They simply create an account, have a login and password, and upon logging in, they have access to our application and all its features that we provide. Usually access to SaaS applications is through a browser, but not always. Importantly, to use our application, customers pay a subscription fee, often monthly or annually. This is great because we can find a customer once, and they will pay us a steady subscription for many months or years. Theoretically, it could even be the case that the application requires no further work from us, and we will have customers who are already paying us for access. So we have a somewhat different revenue model for the application than in a standard situation, where we typically create one application dedicated to one client for a one-time fee. Here we can create one application that hundreds or thousands of customers will use, and each month they will pay us some fee. Sounds great. Of course, it's our responsibility to manage this application. We need to ensure that access to the application is always available, that the data is secure, etc. We are also responsible for the entire infrastructure of the application. There are indeed a huge number of such SaaS applications, but there is still room for new ones, so everyone can find their niche. We will discuss more examples shortly in the next part of this webinar. A SaaS application could be, for example, a CRM program, accounting software, invoicing, creating online stores, managing and sending emails, a password manager, or a video calling app. There can be really many examples. I personally use at least a few of these applications and pay for access every month. As you can see, this earning model is practically ideal for a developer. You can create the product yourself. You don't need to spend a lot of money. You just create the application, invest your time, and you can earn a lot of money. You can even treat the creation of such an application as a hobby at first, develop it in your spare time, and over time it could turn into a very serious business and become your main source of income. You already know what SaaS applications are, and now we can discuss why it's worth pursuing this path and why it is currently the best option. I will show you several advantages of creating such applications and generally following this route. 1. Simplicity. Just a few decades ago, the most popular applications were desktop applications, meaning the client would buy an application, install it on their computer, and use it. However, these applications had many drawbacks, including being dependent on the environment in which they were installed, and challenges with updates and access to these applications. Then applications were moved online, and web applications became the most popular. There were also various challenges here. The pattern was similar. The client would purchase an application, and it was usually deployed on their server. If you wanted to make an update, changes, or find a bug that occurred, you typically needed access to their server, and only then could you access the application. In the case of SaaS applications, the entire infrastructure is, you could say, on your side, and you have full control over the entire application. At any time, you can check all the logs in the application, and you can monitor it continuously. Similarly, you can update or restart the application at any time, add user access or block access. You have full control over everything. Moreover, you don't have to make individual deployments for each client. The client simply registers a new account, meaning they provide an email and password and already have access to all features. Scalability. When creating an application in a traditional scheme, you implement one application for one client. In the case of a SaaS application, you create one application but can sell it to many clients. Of course, the one-time price when selling an application in the standard scheme will be higher, but if we work at scale in a SaaS application, we can, especially in the long run, earn more. Low entry cost. If you know how to program, you can start with your own application without significant costs. You only invest your time. You don't need to invest any additional money. You also don't have to give up your full-time job at the beginning. Consistent work after hours is enough. So this is an ideal path for a programmer if you want to move towards your own business and additional income. Stable income. If your app is good, you can count on regular customers, and consequently, a steady income from subscription payments. You don't have to worry about finding X new customers each month, because you know you already have loyal clients who will pay you a subscription every month or year. This gives you peace of mind, and you don't have to stress about the future. Passive income. Of course, the beginnings are not easy, but once you build your app, find customers, and get the machine running, you can expect passive income that may not even require additional work on the app. This means that after a few months of work, you can create an app that earns money on its own, allowing you to focus on your hobbies or new projects. No hourly billing. If you work a regular job, you are essentially paid a specific rate for each hour of work. While you do have weekends and vacations, you still have a rate for the time worked, usually monthly. If you stop working, you won't earn a dime, and if you lose your job, get sick for an extended period, or have an accident, you won't make any money. Thanks to this SaaS application, you can secure yourself. Here you are not paid by the hour, instead you earn money by providing value, which means allowing others to use your application. The more clients you have, the more you will earn. So it doesn't matter how many hours you work. What matters most are the clients. You could even not work a single hour in a given month and earn much more than you would by grinding away at a full-time job for an entire month. There's a chance for massive earnings. Let's be honest, if you work a salaried job, you're working for your boss. They need to make a profit off you. Typically it looks like this. For example, you earn $3,000 while your boss makes $6,000 from your work, and it's hard to negotiate a higher rate. There's always a ceiling you can never surpass. If you want to increase your earnings, you have a few options. First, you could work more hours, but that's not appealing, especially in the long run. You could ask for a raise, but usually if you get one at all, it's a small difference. You could change jobs, which is often the easiest way to increase your earnings, but in any other job, even if you get paid more, it's just a matter of time before you hit a maximum ceiling and you'll never earn a truly significant amount. Moreover, if you frequently seek raises or change jobs when layoffs occur at the company, you will be among the first to be considered. On the other hand, working for yourself gives you the chance for truly unlimited earnings. There is no ceiling here, and you can earn $3,000 a month, $13,000 a month, or even $30,000 a month or more. Nothing holds you back. If you have clients, you will make good money. You don't have to work for others. What is it like to have a salaried job? Here, all employees work for the good of the company. It's well known how it often is in salaried jobs. There are people who work for 2 or 3, and there are those who, to put it mildly, like to slack off. There are programmers who are very productive and actually spend most of their time working and coding, while others spend most of their time in the kitchen, on coffee breaks, in the reset room, or gossiping. This can be a bit frustrating, and if you are someone who wants to work more and contribute to the company's success and increase earnings over time, this can become very frustrating for you. Hence, working solely for yourself, in your own company, on your own application can be something you find fulfilling. Working on your own SaaS application could be right for you. Flexibility. Although programmers often have relatively flexible working hours, nothing gives you the same level of flexibility as working for yourself. You can work at any hours from any location and no one will be monitoring you. You are your own boss and responsible for yourself. Need to take care of a child because no one can stay with them? No problem. Need to run to the doctor in the middle of the day? Okay. Want to fit in a workout during the day? You can do that too. Of course, you need to know your priorities and focus primarily on work, but working on SaaS applications gives you those opportunities. There's no imposed technology. Since you will likely be working on your application by yourself at the beginning, you can choose the technologies and frameworks you want to work with. Don't like JavaScript or other JavaScript frameworks? No problem. You can work in Blazor. Prefer to use SQL Server as your database engine instead of PostgreSQL? There's nothing stopping you from working in MS SQL. Don't you like TFS or SVN? You can choose Git. Don't want to use Dapper? You can work with Entity Framework Core. Not a fan of Tailwind? You can use Bootstrap and so on. You have control over everything here and can work with your favorite frameworks, libraries, or technologies. You don't have to constantly learn new technologies. You can choose the ones you already know well. While in a regular job, this is usually imposed from above and you have to adapt. Satisfaction. Creating your own SaaS application also brings immense satisfaction from your work. In the end, you see that the application you are working on has many supporters, clients, and fans. You see that you are doing something cool, and it can bring a lot of satisfaction and a sense of professional fulfillment. These are some of the main advantages of why it's worth pursuing the creation of SaaS applications. I once went down this path, and I know it was the best decision I could make. There are countless examples of SaaS applications. If you browse the internet and look at the applications around you, you'll notice that many of them operate in the SaaS model. I will now present to you 12 such example applications that are popular. Perhaps these applications will also serve as a small inspiration for you and help you find your own idea. One example of such an application could be Netflix, which is a service that, after paying a subscription, gives you access to a multitude of popular movies and series. You can watch everything online at any time on various devices. ConvertKit, which is an application for managing email lists, allows you to collect emails, send mass emails, create various automations, and set up newsletter sign-up pages. InFact, which is an accounting application, enables easy collaboration with your accountant. It includes many features that will help you run your business. You will find invoicing, monitoring your income, expenses, the ability to pay taxes, and other general functions needed for accounting. Create an online store, which is an application that primarily allows you to build online shops from scratch without technical knowledge, as well as manage these stores, handle orders, invoicing, inventory management, etc. Canva, which is an application for creating various graphics, allows you to use templates and create graphics tailored for different social media platforms. You could say it's a kind of all-in-one tool for graphic design. Zoom, which is a video conferencing application, actually has only a few well-implemented features, and as you can see, that was enough to generate significant revenue. Of course, some time ago, for obvious reasons, there was a huge boom for this application, but it still maintains a high level of interest. Zwift, an online program for cycling and running training, is an app that allows your trainer to send data to your computer so you can ride on virtual routes with other cyclists. I recently used such an app, and there are a ton of people on it. It's a niche application, but it has a very large following. Slack, which is an internet messenger that enables text and voice communication. Brand24, which is an application that allows monitoring of the internet and social media. Trello is a project and task management tool for teams based on Kanban boards. Dropbox is an application that provides storage space on their servers. Figma is an application for designing user interfaces, where graphic designers often create prototypes of websites that developers later turn into actual websites. That's it for a few examples, but if you're looking for more inspiration for applications, as I mentioned earlier, I have a special bonus for you, and at the end of the training I will send you a list of 50 popular SaaS applications. We can look for ideas for our own SaaS applications in various ways, but often the best way to find a good idea for an application is to solve our own problems, the problems of our industry in which we specialize, or those related to our hobbies, meaning problems that surround us. We already have some experience, we specialize in different fields, and now I am convinced that most of you see various problems that may not yet have solutions, or where the problem can be solved in a different, better way. If you look at the industry you work in, you definitely know it well, you have contact with various clients, and you probably see some mechanisms that you could solve better, especially if you have programming knowledge. We can use the example of an accounting application here. Let's assume you are an accountant working for a company. You know exactly what the work of an accountant looks like. You are aware of the biggest challenges you face. You know which applications you use at work, what functions are missing, and which functions are not implemented as they should be. You understand the problems your clients or acquaintances who are not familiar with accounting have. You probably know how you can improve such an application or simply create your own solution that is not yet on the market. This is the ideal solution because, in addition to having great domain knowledge in a specific field, in this case accounting, you also know all the client's problems, so you can create an application that addresses those issues. Additionally, besides earning money from the application itself, meaning from access to the application, you can also support your clients, the users of this application, with your accounting knowledge, which again presents an opportunity for even greater earnings. Besides looking for problems related to your profession or the industry you work in, you can solve a problem you see in a hobby you pursue. For example, let's say your hobby is running. However, you would like to have access to some comprehensive training plans, record your workouts, share your results with others, occasionally arrange joint training sessions, or even organize your own competitions. You can create such an application. Not only will you use it yourself as it solves your problems, but others will benefit from it as well. Of course, it's also important to validate your idea beforehand. You can't fall into the trap of creating an app just for yourself, only to find out that a solution to this problem already exists and others won't need your solution. However, if this is your hobby, you probably already have a great solution in this area, but still, don't forget about validation. A significant advantage of creating such a solution is that you will be working on an application that interests you and you will use it yourself. Creating such a solution definitely brings more satisfaction and is enjoyable. Importantly, your clients will be people who share your interests, making it easier for you to communicate with them. Imagine a situation where you are creating an app for people who have completely different views from you, different interests, and a different way of life. In such cases, communication may become more challenging, and over time you might find this work exhausting. There's no denying that you will often communicate with your clients, creating various marketing content, and it's beneficial to work in an industry that also interests us. You can also look for other problems around you. For instance, let's say you built a house some time ago and found numerous things that could be improved. Perhaps you can enhance them with a good app idea. Another example could be organizing a larger event where you encountered some issues and know how to improve them. There could be hundreds of such examples. Just look around you and consider if there's a problem that others share which you can solve. It's important to acknowledge that finding a good app idea and implementing that solution is just the beginning. In the next stage, we need to seek clients who will want to use our app. It's clear that we can search for such clients ourselves, and I often suggest starting there. However, in the long run, it's worth expanding various marketing and sales activities to ensure that clients come to us on their own and want to use our application. So if you want to earn money from the app, in addition to programming, you also need to focus on good marketing and finding clients. Your earnings do not depend on how much you develop your application, but on how many paying clients you have. Therefore, one could even say that in the entire process, selling the application can be even more important than its implementation. I often hear slogans like, "A good product doesn't need any advertising." Of course, that's nonsense. If you want to have many clients, you can't just sit and wait for them to come. You need to take action to make it happen. You must ensure that you reach as many people as possible so that your application gets noticed, rather than waiting for a miracle while claiming that you have a good product and that clients will find you on their own. So you need to develop your marketing, and then customers will actually start coming to you on their own, but without good marketing, you can't count on that. Moreover, I am 100% sure that you won't find customers then. Keep in mind that even the largest companies like Coca-Cola constantly have to advertise and remind customers of their presence, because without that, they would stop growing and over time could lose their brand and gradually lose customers. So, even more so for you, if you want to achieve success, you need to focus on showcasing your product. I'm not talking about paid advertising here, because we don't have a large budget, and for now we want to advertise for free, but you need to expand your marketing and work on sales. There are various ways to build good marketing. You can focus on building an email list, create some form of content marketing, for example, through a blog or a YouTube channel. It's worth developing various social media platforms, such as Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, and over time, it would be good to move towards paid advertising. However, I advise against creating paid ads at the beginning, as we don't want to burn through our budget. Initially, you can choose various free methods to build your company's marketing. What I recommend most for beginners is to create your own blog or YouTube channel. You can also focus on both of these marketing forms. A blog can be a solid foundation for any business, and I am a strong advocate for starting your own blog. I always begin every business with a blog, and I recommend the same to you. Why is it worth creating a blog? Through a blog, you can showcase yourself to the world and present yourself as an expert in your field. A blog builds trust. Many people who find value in your articles like to reciprocate, for example, by purchasing a product of yours. A blog can be the first step in your sales funnel, where you can invite people, not always directly to the blog, but also to specific articles that may be helpful to them. You can also include links to lead magnets and to the application itself. Additionally, you can offer a newsletter subscription, which will help you build your community more quickly. Over time, the articles you create, especially if they are of good quality, can rank high on Google, and you will receive significant traffic from those channels. Similarly, if the articles are of good quality, people will share them on various social media platforms or with their friends, easily building free traffic to your email. Furthermore, if you set up a Facebook pixel, you can later show ads on Facebook to people who have visited your blog and already know you a bit. Ads tend to perform better with this warm traffic, people who are somewhat familiar with you, than with new individuals who don't know who you are. However, I always emphasize that you should focus on quality rather than quantity when it comes to articles. You can create your own blog with just 10 high-quality articles and still attract significant traffic and many potential customers. Moreover, sometimes even a single article can bring you numerous clients. You just need to know how to do it right. It's important that, in addition to creating the material itself, you also focus on promoting it. You can't wait for clients to find your article on their own. You have to showcase it in various places by sharing it on different platforms or even using advertising. If you spend, say, 12 hours creating a particular article, you should also dedicate the same amount of time, 12 hours, to promoting it by sharing information about it in various locations. Another good way to attract clients is to have your own channel on YouTube. I realize that the entry barrier here is a bit higher, as not everyone enjoys recording video content. However, you can start by recording just your voice along with perhaps a presentation, and later, if you want, you can change that format and also appear on camera. If you create content related to your application, I am convinced that you can reach a significant audience of people who may be interested in joining your app. Here, you have similar advantages as with blogging. You build trust, present yourself as an expert in the field, and can find new clients through Google search and YouTube search. YouTube can also promote your videos on the homepage over time. Your YouTube channel can be the first step in your sales funnel. When it comes to YouTube, the beginnings are definitely tough, and you might find that your videos initially get very few views. Therefore, you need to dedicate time to promoting each piece of content, as it makes no sense to spend several days making a video only for it to be seen by, for example, just 4 people. At least at the beginning, focus on promotion, and over time, as you create good videos, YouTube will start recommending them to others. It's also worth emphasizing that the quality of these videos is the most important factor. For YouTube's algorithms, watch time, meaning how long users watch your videos, is crucial. If YouTube sees that users watch your video from start to finish, it will be more likely to recommend it to others. However, if it notices that users click on the video for a few seconds and then leave, it won't recommend such videos. It's also important to create a good catchy title, as that initially attracts users, along with a compelling thumbnail. These are the 2 most important elements of any YouTube video, because what good is a well-made video if the title and thumbnail don't encourage clicks? In that case, the quality of the video doesn't matter, as no one will see it anyway. If you receive any comments on your video, always respond to them. Not only does this help you build relationships with the people who watch you, but it also works well with the YouTube algorithm. Additionally, a YouTube channel can greatly assist you in building a community. Also add a link to your lead magnet under the video to build your email list and keep those people engaged with you for longer. I can see that many people come to me from YouTube, so it's worth considering this form of promotion for your SaaS application as well. I hope the last 40 minutes of training were valuable to you and that it was time well spent. Unfortunately, I won't be able to cover all the materials and teach you how to create a SaaS application from scratch to paying customers in such a short time. So if this time was valuable to you, I'm very glad and thank you for your attention. However, if you would like something more, I have also prepared something special for you. If you want to earn money with your own SaaS application and develop your skills in this area under my guidance, and if you want to act quickly and use your time effectively, I have something good for you. Today, registrations have just opened for my latest program, the Saas Application School. It is a 10-module online program in video format where I will show you how to build passive income and earn from your own SaaS applications. I will guide you through the entire process of creating your own application, from finding a good idea for an app, through building the application, to finding paying customers. Here's what this program looks like and what it includes. The first module of the training is a general introduction. I want to show you how to navigate through the entire training, what to pay attention to, and a general action plan. You will learn what SaaS applications are, why it's worth creating such applications, and what kind of earnings you can expect. The second module focuses on strategy. Before starting work, you need to sit down calmly and answer a few important questions. It's worth planning your path and choosing the best options. I will present my point of view on this matter. The next, extremely important third module of the training will focus on finding a good idea for an application. It's not hard to come up with an app idea. I can give you plenty of ideas in a minute, but it's important that the idea is a good one. If the idea is bad, unplanned, or chosen hastily, it may end in failure. We are focused on finding an idea that will allow us to earn over $3,000 a month. I will show you how to do it and share some cool tricks with you. Creating a SaaS application is a process, and in the fourth module, we will go through all the stages of creating a SaaS application step by step, from finding a good idea, implementing the solution, which means programming, to finding customers and earning money. You will receive a plan from me that you can later implement step by step. Module 5 covers technical knowledge, part 1. Here we will have a general overview of technical topics that you should be familiar with. You will learn about several important issues in the context of creating SaaS applications that will assist you in operating and developing your application. In Module 6, we will continue with topics related to technical knowledge, focusing even more on practical aspects and issues that will be significant for the development of your SaaS application. I will show you some essential features that must be implemented in every such application, and importantly, you will receive a ready-made SaaS application template from me that you can use for your own purposes. It includes many initial features such as registration, login, password reset, an admin panel, user management, a database, application monitoring, and more. This will save you a lot of time and money. I will also show you how to publish your application on a server. Module 7 is about creating a sales page for your SaaS application. You will learn how to create such sales pages, what they should look like, and what elements they should contain. You will also receive a template for your website from me, which you can easily customize to meet your requirements. You will also learn how to publish such a site on a server, what requirements you need to meet, and how to monitor your site. In Module 8, we will focus on marketing and sales. There is no denying that if you want to make big money from your application, you need to align marketing and sales with programming. I will show you how to attract customers to you, and we will analyze various forms of marketing that will help as many potential clients as possible learn about your application. In Module 9, I will share my experiences gained from developing various SaaS applications. My experiences will certainly provide you with many lessons. You will learn about the mistakes I made, I will give you plenty of tips, and perhaps my story will also inspire you to take action. The final module is a summary of our project. By now you should have a ready SaaS application, and I will discuss the different directions you can take from here and how to increase your earnings. This is the plan for our entire training, and as you can see, we have many exciting topics ahead, so it will definitely be interesting. Here's what you will receive by joining the SaaS Application School in this edition. The online training for the SaaS Application School means you will gain access to a 10-module program, over 130 lessons, and you will learn everything you need to create your own application and monetize it. I also have a few bonuses for you. First, a SaaS application template, which means you will receive a template from me that you can develop further. Additionally, it will already have implemented features such as registration, login, email sending, an admin template, user management, application monitoring, and many more useful functions. Another bonus is a sales page template. Every application needs a sales page, so you will receive a ready-made page from me that you can easily customize for your application. You will go through the entire process from A to Z, starting from finding a good idea for an application, building the application, to finding paying customers. Access to the community. You will have access to a community of developers and founders. Lifetime access. You pay only once, and you have access to the materials forever. You can always return to any lesson. 24/7 on-demand access means you can access all materials at any time from any device. Satisfaction guarantee. If you decide after joining that the SaaS Application School is not for you, I will refund 100% of your invested money. The total value of this training, if we were to calculate these components separately, is $639, and that will be the price in the future. However, in this edition, the price will be significantly better for you because we can operate at scale, allowing you to join this training at a lower cost, so it definitely won't be $699. Although we are just starting with the SaaS Application School and do not yet have any reviews, you can see plenty of testimonials from people who participated in my other trainings on my website, saasapplicationschool.com. You can calmly review these testimonials and notice that I have only positive feedback, where participants praise the quality of the materials and the value they gained from them. As you can see, all participants are very satisfied with my trainings and speak of them in superlatives. You can also join the SaaS Application School in this edition along with the entire package you see here, which includes the SaaS Application School, the first bonus, which is the SaaS Application Template, the second bonus, which is the Sales Page Template, a detailed process from A to Z, access to the community, lifetime access, 24/7 on-demand access, and a satisfaction guarantee. You can join only in this edition at a mega low price of $349, so this is the complete price for the entire package I described earlier, and you can purchase the training with a VAT invoice. This is the gross price from which you can still deduct tax. The full description of the training is available at saasapplicationschool.com. Save this address, but stay with me until the end because I will have something for you. Now you have two options. The first option is to do nothing and not trust my work. The second option is to invest in your better future. If the program suits you, that's great. If not, we will refund you 100% of your money, so you have a 14-day guarantee with me. Sign up today, and if for any reason you decide to cancel, let me know, and I will refund you 100% of your invested money. But I promised you two bonuses. First, I have a special discount code for you. Enter the discount code SAS24 when ordering, and if you are one of the first 30 people, you will be able to join under the best conditions. Also, registrations for the current edition have just started. Only in this edition can you join for $299. The full description of the training is available at saasapplicationschool.com, where you can also join under the best conditions. Enter the discount code SAS24 when ordering, or be one of the first 30 people, and you can join under the best conditions. It won't be cheaper than this. If there are future editions, the price will definitely go up. We only have registrations for the current edition until next Friday at 10 p.m. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me via email at kazik@codewithkazik.com. And finally, I have one more bonus for you that I mentioned earlier, which is a list of 50 example SaaS applications that make huge profits. This list is available at the address you see on the screen, which is saasapplicationschool.com/50. So that's all. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope to see you at the SaaS Application School. See you soon.